Good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube. The Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, three things I want to do for this episode. First, gonna go over the current standings of the AEW Continental Classic 2024 tournament as it's coming down to the wire. Then I'm going to preview the card for the All Japan Pro Wrestling New Year Wars 2025, which I will be attending that show live. And I saw on their site that they got the full card on there. But yeah, New Year Wars 2025 at Corcoran Hall. Want to go over the card for that. And then I want to finish off going over the card for the big one. The big one to kick off the new year for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wrestle Kingdom 19. Yes. Going to go over the card for that. So, let's get started first with the Continental Classic. Go over the current standings, and it's definitely looking interesting. It's coming down to the wire. I believe everybody except for maybe one or two competitors has one match left. So we're gonna go over the standings right now. All right, let's start with the Blue League first. Okay, for the Blue League. Here, let me move this over. Okay, for the Blue League, sitting at the bottom with 0 points, finishing with a final record of 0-5, which I think it's ridiculous that he didn't win a single match, is the Beast Mortos. That's right. He didn't win a single match, and I think it's a shame that they couldn't book him to win at least one match. He's lost to Kazuchika Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, Mark Briscoe, and Shelton Benjamin. And, which means he's eliminated from contention. But yeah, I think it's so ridiculous they didn't book him to win at least one match. Oh well. Okay. We got one competitor sitting with a record of 2-2, 6 points, and that is Shelton Benjamin. He's got 2 victories over Mark Briscoe and the Beast Mortos, but 2 losses to Daniel Garcia and Kyle Fletcher. He has 1 match left against Okada. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one for Shelton Benjamin. I think he still has a chance. He still has a chance, but he's going to need Kyle Fletcher to lose. Yeah, he's going to need Kyle Fletcher to lose. And then I think he may have a shot at it. But like I said, it's the top 2 for each league, so he still has a chance. But he needs to beat Okada, and he's going to really need Kyle Fletcher to lose. But the tough part about that is, or actually, he would need Daniel Garcia to lose. If he can beat Okada and Daniel Garcia lose, then Shelton Benjamin would make the top 2 because he has the tiebreaker over Mark Briscoe. He would have the tiebreaker over Mark Briscoe. So Yeah, Shelton's definitely still in it. He just needs help. He needs to win this last match, and he needs help. Okay. We got two competitors sitting at 7 points, both with 2-1-1 records. And that's TNT champion Daniel Garcia and AEW Continental champion Kazuchika Okada. So let's start with Daniel Garcia. 2-1-1, 2 victories over the Beast Mortos and Shelton Benjamin, a loss to Mark Briscoe, and a draw with Okada. His final match will be against Kyle Fletcher. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. But he would have a good chance of making it in if he can defeat Kyle Fletcher. All right. Kazuchika Okada, same record. 2 victories over Mark Briscoe and the Beast Mortos. The 1 loss to Kyle Fletcher. The 1 draw with Daniel Garcia. His final match is against Shelton Benjamin. To be honest, Okada will probably beat Shelton Benjamin, but I think it'd be cool if Shelton Benjamin can pull off the upset. But, both Daniel Garcia and Okada are capable of getting up to 10 points. And to be honest, if Okada and Daniel Garcia win their matches, it means that they're pretty much in. They're pretty much in. So yeah. And then right now, the top 2, both with 9 points each, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. Let's take a look at Mark Briscoe. So Mark Briscoe finished all of his matches. His final record is 3-2 for 9 points. Victories over Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, and the Beast Mortos, but 2 losses to Shelton Benjamin and Kazuchika Okada. Now, he pretty much just needs, well, if Kyle Fletcher can lose, or wait, yeah, if Kyle Fletcher can lose, and if Okada loses to Shelton Benjamin, or, well, nah, because then Shelton Benjamin, he has the tiebreaker over Mark Briscoe. Well, if Daniel Garcia and Kyle Fletcher can draw, well, no, because that would give Kyle Fletcher 10 points. Actually, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure Mark Briscoe even has a chance. Looking at this, because he doesn't have any matches left. And the thing is, Daniel Garcia's final match is against Kyle Fletcher. That's their final match. And Okada and Shelton Benjamin, so, okay, I see it. So Mark Briscoe would need Shelton Benjamin and Okada to end in a draw. And then regardless if Kyle Fletcher or Daniel Garcia won, Mark Briscoe would be the runner-up. So Mark Briscoe's still in it, but he would need Shelton Benjamin and Okada to end in a draw. That's the only chance he has. If Shelton Benjamin and Okada can end in a draw, then that pretty much would put Mark Briscoe into the top two, as long as, let's see, actually, yeah. Yeah. Because regardless of if Kyle Fletcher or Daniel Garcia wins, it doesn't matter. Because Daniel Garcia could win, but Mark Briscoe has, excuse me, Mark Briscoe has the tiebreaker over Kyle Fletcher. So yeah, really all Mark Briscoe needs is for Okada and Shelton to end in a draw. And then he should get in, regardless of the outcome of Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia. So, now as far as Kyle Fletcher, 3-1, 9 points. 3 victories over Okada, Shelton Benjamin, the Beast Mortos. He has the 1 loss to Mark Briscoe. His final match is against Daniel Garcia. Now, all Kyle Fletcher has to do is win, and he should seal the number 1 seed of the Blue League. All he has to do is win. But yeah, so it's definitely going to come down to the wire here. But like I said, looking for a winner and for a runner-up. And those two will advance to the playoffs. To be honest, something tells me that probably Okada might be one of them. Not sure who the other one will be. Maybe Kyle Fletcher. But we shall see. But it's looking pretty close in the Blue League. Alrighty. Shall we switch over to the Gold League? Let's do it. Okay, now for the Gold League. Okay, right now sitting at the bottom with a record of 0-4 with 0 points is Commander. Now, I understand that he didn't come in until a little bit later due to Juice Robinson's injury. But, unfortunately, he inherited that loss and lost 3 other matches. He's lost to Darby Allin, Ricochet, and Brody King. And Will Ospreay defeated Juice Robinson, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let's see. Has 1 match left, and it's against Claudio Castagnoli. But Commander is mathematically eliminated, so he doesn't have a chance. Okay. We have 3 competitors sitting at 6 points, all 3 with records of 2-2. They are Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, and Brody King. Let's take a look at Brody King. 2-2, 6 points. Victories over Commander and Darby Allin, but losses to Claudio Castagnoli and Ricochet. His final match will be against Will Ospreay. Oof, that's going to be a tough final match for Brody King. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull that one off. but we shall see. Will Ospreay, same record. Victories over Commander, well, technically Juice Robinson, and Claudio Castagnoli, but losses to Darby Allin and Ricochet. Final matches against Brody King. Still in it, but it's going to be tough. And I think him losing to Ricochet and even losing to Darby really, really hurt Will Ospreay. But I understand they're trying to really build up a rivalry with Ricochet and Will Ospreay, so it's understandable. And then Darby Allin, 2-2, victories over Will Ospreay and Commander, but losses to Brody King and Claudio Castagnoli. His final match will be against Ricochet. He really needs this win. Needs this win badly in order to really have a shot at making the top 2. So, that loss to Brody King definitely hurt him. But he has a chance to make up for it if he can beat Ricochet. And then, right now, the top 2, both with 3-1 records, 9 points, are Claudio Castagnoli and Ricochet. Let's take a look at Ricochet. 3-1 victories over Commander, Brody King, and Will Ospreay, and the one loss to Claudio Castagnoli. His final match is against Darby Allin. Like I said, Ricochet and Darby, that should be good, and Darby better make it count. That's all I can say. And then Claudio, same record. Victories over Darby Allin, Ricochet, Brody King, and the one loss to Will Ospreay. His final match is against Commander. And honestly, something tells me that this should be... I mean, maybe Commander can pull off the upset. I don't know. But Claudio wins, then really he should have no problem making it to the top 2. I mean, he's got the easy path right now. So, we'll see how it goes. But something tells me that Claudio will definitely be one of the ones that makes top 2 and advances to the playoffs. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, should be good. Should be good. Okay. So they should be finishing that up this week because they got World's End coming up, which won't really be able to see that because I'll be in Japan. So just a FYI. But it's all good. Okay. Now let's switch gears to All Japan Pro Wrestling. They have New Year Wars 2025 at Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan on January 2nd, the day after New Year's Day. Never been to an All Japan Pro Wrestling show. Haven't really seen much All Japan Pro Wrestling outside of the collab shows. So my All Japan knowledge is pretty green. But I figured, hey, I'm in Japan. Let's check out some variety. So I decided on this show. But yes, January 2nd. And I'm going to just go down this list. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on this card. I don't think they're gonna add more, but you know, we're gonna go through it. I don't have any match graphics, but I just have a list. Okay. First up, they have a New Year's Battle Royale. A New Year's Battle Royale. Don't know who's going to be in it, but hey, it's exciting that they're going to have one of these. So, definitely very interested. I believe I will be third row for this show. Let me check right quick. No, second row. I'll be second row for the show. Okay. Let's see. We have a singles match between Suwama and Taishin Nagao. Of course, I'm familiar with Suwama, of course. Not familiar with the other guy, Taishin Nagao. Or not Nagao. Yeah, Nagao. I said that right. Gonna have to go with Suwama to pick up the victory. Which of course he's pretty much running Women's Pro Wrestling Evolution. So yeah, Suwama gets my pick. Okay. We got ourselves a 6-man tag match. We got the team of MUSASHI, Seiki Yoshioka, that's a familiar name, and Seigo Tachibana taking on the team of Shotaro, Ashino, Ryosei Aoyagi. Oh no, that's Atsuki Aoyagi. Oh, nice. And Ryo Inoue. Of course, I'm familiar with Seiki Yoshioka. I really enjoyed watching him when he wrestled in Pro Wrestling Noah. Atsuki Aoyagi, familiar name. But I'm going to have to go with the first team. Musashi, Seiki Yoshioka, and Seigo Tachibana to pick up the victory. Yeah, really like Seiki Yoshioka, so it was an easy pick for me. Alright. Next up, we have a tag match. Zenichi Main Unit versus Hokuto Army. Interesting. So, team number 1, we got Kento Miyahara and Davey Boy Smith Jr. Ooh, this is interesting. Teamed up to take on the team of Hartley Jackson and Jack Kennedy. Now, of course, I'm familiar with Hartley Jackson and, of course, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Kento Miyahara, I hear, is pretty much the current ace of All Japan Pro Wrestling. That's what I've heard. Should be a good match. Should be a really good match. I'm going with Kento Miyahara and Davey Boy Smith Jr. to pick up the win. Should be a good match. Should be a really good match. Let's see. And they do have 2 title matches on here. Let's see. They have the GAORA TV Championship on the line. As the champion, Yuuki Miyamoto takes on Dan Tamura. I don't know any of these guys, but apparently this is Miyamoto's first defense of this championship. So it sounds like it wasn't that long ago that he won this title. So I'm going to go with Yuka Miyamoto to pick up the victory and retain the GAORA TV Championship. Another title match we have on here is the All Japan Pro Wrestling TV Certified 6-Man Tag Team Championships. Man, that's a long name. We have the champions of Hokuto, Omori, Bearstorm, and Cyrus taking on the team of Yuma Aoyagi, Fuminori Abe, that's a name I know of, and Hikaru Sato, another name I'm familiar with. And Bearstorm, aka Kumaarashi. Interesting names. Like I said, Fuminori Abe, I've seen twice live. Once in Philly, once in North Carolina. He is one half of the Astronauts. Great wrestler. He put on an excellent match in DPW when he went up against Roderick Strong. I mean, that was a phenomenal match. Let's see. This is the champion's third title defense. It's their third defense. I don't know anything about this championship team, but I will be pulling for the challengers. Yuma Aoyagi, Fuminori Abe, and Hikaru Sato. Going to be pulling for them for the victory. They probably won't win, but hey, should be a good match. And then the last match on here, I don't know if this will be the main event or not, but it's a 8-man tag match. It says Saito Brothers versus Elpida. Interesting. So the matchups, you have Jun Saito, Rei Saito, Senor Saito, and Mr. Saito Naruki Doi. Wow. And they're taking on the team of Rising Hayato, Yuma Anze, Ryuki Honda, and Ren Ayabe. Now, there are a lot of names on here I'm familiar with. Of course, Jun and Rei Saito, Naruki Doi, who I've seen live before, back in Dragon Gate. Rising Hayato I'm familiar with. Yuma Anzai I'm familiar with. So, a couple of names on there. I am going to go with the Saito Brothers team to pick up the victory. Should be a good match. Should be a really good match. And like I said, my All Japan Pro Wrestling knowledge is very green. But I do look forward to, checking this out. And, yeah. Should be good. Should be a good match. Or should be a good show overall. Should be good. But yeah, 7 matches. I don't know if they'll add any more between now and the 2nd, but I'll be there. Okay. Before we finish off with Wrestle Kingdom 19, here's a quick word on the sponsor of this video, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akideris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heatwave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves limited edition makeup collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Alrighty. Time to finish this episode off with my preview of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 19, which I will be attending live from either the 3rd row or the 6th row. I don't know yet. I will find out when I get there, but I have my ticket already pre-purchased. It's a Royal seat, so I just know that it will be between the 3rd and the 6th row. So I'll find out when I get there. But Wrestle Kingdom 19 will be on January 4th at the prestigious, iconic Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. And we got quite an interesting card. 10 matches. 10 matches. I know a lot of people are saying not the best card, but you know what? I'm going to Wrestle Kingdom. It's pretty much the WrestleMania of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I'm going to embrace it for what it is. Just saying. I'll be there live. I'm not going to complain. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our first match. And this is actually a very special match. It's a pre-show match, but it's a very important one. Check it out. So, the New Japan Ranbo will start off as, I believe, typically it's usually a pre-show event, but it will start off. Now, usually, this is to determine the two competitors that will face off for the new KOPW Championship. But after what happened last night between Taichi and Great-O-Khan, Great-O-Khan has made the decision to retire the KOPW Championship. And we got a new stipulation for this New Japan Ranbo. The winner of the New Japan Ranbo and the Wrestle Kingdom 19 kickoff will be granted an IWGP World Heavyweight Championship opportunity for the future. That's right. Winner gets a free shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. That's huge. That's really huge. What a way to kick off Wrestle Kingdom 19. I have no idea who's going to be in this New Japan Ranbo, but it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. So, looking forward to it. Should be awesome. So, I'm ready. I'm so ready for it. Okay. And I believe that's the only pre-show match. All right, let's get into the main card. first off, we're going to start off with a championship match. Let's do it. All right, first match. Okay, we have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships on the line in a fatal four-way match. We have the champions, which are the Intergalactic Jet Setters. That's Kevin Knight and Kushida. They're going to be defending against this year's World Tag League winners of the Ichiban Sweet Boys. That's Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita. Excuse me. Versus last year's winners of the technically last year's winner. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the World Tag League winners. Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita are the Super Junior Tag League winners. Sorry about that. I was like, wait a minute. It wasn't World Tag League. But yes, Ichiban Sweet Boys, Super Junior Tag League winners, Kosei Fujita, Robbie Eagles, versus last year's Super Junior Tag League winners of Catch 2-2, that's TJP and Francesco Akira, who are also in the finals of this year's Super Junior Tag League, versus former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors, and Drilla Maloney. Now, I originally was not a fan of this matchup because normally the winner of the Super Junior Tag League gets their title shot, like 2-on-2 at Wrestle Kingdom. That won't be the case this time around. But at the same time, I like all four of these teams, so that's like the silver lining with this, is that I like all four of these teams. But it really should have been just the Intergalactic Jet Setters versus the Ichiban Sweet Boys. But despite that, I'm actually going to go with the Ichiban Sweet Boys to get the victory and become the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And I believe that will mean that this will be Kosei Fujita's first championship in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, hey, I'm down. I'm going Ichiban Sweet Boys. So, should be good. Should be really good. And of course, I've met Kevin Knight, Kushida, and Robbie Eagles. So, but yeah, I do like all four of these tag teams. But going Ichiban Sweet Boys to become new junior tag team champs. Alrighty, let's go to our next championship match. And this should be good and should get plenty of time. It better get plenty of time. Alrighty. We have the IWGP Women's Championship on the line. As the champion, Mayu Iwatani, the icon of Stardom, will defend against Azumi from Neo Genesis. Now, of course, we all remember the last time there was an IWGP Women's Championship match at a Wrestle Kingdom, it was barely 5 minutes long. So, they better not make that same mistake again with this one. That better not happen. This better, honestly, if you ask me, this match should get at least 20 minutes, if you ask me. If I was the booker, this match would at least get 20 minutes. But if they can give these ladies at least 15, I'll be happy. 10, I don't think 10 minutes is enough. So I think if they can give both these ladies at least 15 minutes, I'll be happy. But I think Azumi does it. I think she dethrones Mayu Iwatani and becomes the new IWGP Women's Champion. Because like I said, I think this will be the signal that will eventually lead to Mayu Iwatani departing from Stardom, because I'm sure her contract's going to run out by that time. I know she does have another match. She's going to be wrestling at Battle in the Valley. But I think at least with Azumi, you got somebody that's gotten their feet wet wrestling overseas in the UK, in the US. So I think Azumi's ready. You know, she's a well-known veteran of Stardom. I think she's ready. I think she's ready. So why not have Azumi dethrone Mayu Iwatani and really get a good run going? Let's get a good run going with her. So I'm picking Azumi to become the new IWGP Women's Champion. So should be good. Should be really good. I just hope they get plenty of time. They better get plenty of time. Alrighty. Let's go to our next title match. Okay, so this is really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. Now, this was originally just a triple threat for the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television Championship. But they have added one more individual who has returned and is cancer-free. Thank you, Jesus. So, Ren Narita, the champ, will defend this title against Jeff Cobb, Ryohei Oiwa, and a returning ELP. That's right, El Phantasmo makes his return and will get a shot at the television championship. Thank you, Lord. El Phantasmo, cancer-free, and is back. So, definitely glad to see that. And you know what? What the heck? Put the title on him. Put the title on him. I was originally thinking Jeff Cobb, but you know what? Heck, put the title on ELP. Why not? Why not? So I'm going ELP and El Phantasmo. A nice little welcome back present for him. Put that title on him. Enough said. Enough said. But yeah, I'm just really happy that he's back. Really happy that he's back and that he's healed. So, that's great. All right. Let's go to our next match. Here we go. Okay. We got ourselves a singles match, but it's a lumberjack death match as part of the retirement final road for Mr. Ace President Hiroshi Tanahashi, as he will take on Evil. Will be interesting to see how this goes, being that it's a lumberjack death match. Not really sure what to expect, but I have a feeling Tanahashi will some way, somehow edge this one out with a victory. But, you know, it wouldn't be that shocking if Evil won, despite me not being a fan of House of Torture. But being that it's a lumberjack death match, it could work in their favor. So, we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna say Hiroshi Tanahashi pulls this one off. But this could be very brutal for Mr. Ace President. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Let's move on to the next match. Here we go. Okay. Now, this could be a very interesting one. So, right now, this is just a match for the Never Openweight Championship, which the champion, Shingo Takagi, would defend against Konosuke Takeshita. But if Takeshita is still the AEW International Champion, by the time it gets to this event, because word is, I think I remember seeing that he will be defending this title at World's End against, I believe it was Powerhouse Hobbs. So, if Takeshita wins, then he should be good to put the title on the line at Wrestle Kingdom 19, and this becomes a double title match. Which I am expecting this to be a double title match. So, I know me and Misfit, shout out to Misfit Wrestling Podcast, we were talking about this one, I know on his stream. Now that I really think about it, this could go either way. This could go either way. Here's the thing. Shingo could win the AEW International Championship, you know, become a double champ. You know, Shingo has wrestled in an AEW ring before. Heck, I believe he's even wrestled in an ROH as well. So this could potentially open the door for you know, perhaps an excursion for Shingo. Takeshita. Takeshita has done quite a bit as well. I mean, after all, you know, he was in the G1. Takeshita could have a little stint in New Japan, even though he's an AEW and DDT guy. So, putting the title on Takeshita, I could see working out. But, to be honest with you, I think Takeshita ends up pulling this one off. But I think this will be an awesome, awesome match. I like both of these guys. I've met Takeshita, would love to meet Shingo. But I think this will be an awesome, hard-hitting, back-and-forth match. Could potentially be match of the card. Just saying. Just saying. But I'm going to go with Takeshita to pick up the victory. Should be good, though. Definitely looking forward to this match. Okay, let's go to the next match. All right, here we go. All right, we got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. As the champion, Doki will defend against El Desperado. Now, I understand, there's talks about, it's time for El Desperado to bump up to the heavyweight division, which, I would not be mad at if that happens. But I don't know. Something tells me he's gonna get this win back and have one more run at this IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, which might end up being, maybe perhaps they let this run be his best run. But, yeah. Bump it. El Desperado for the win and become new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. But I wouldn't be mad if Doki won. I like both of these guys, so I would not be mad if Doki won. But just, I really don't know what they're going to do with El Desperado. But we'll see. We shall see. All right. Let's go to the next match. All right, we have the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship on the line. As the champion, David Finlay defends against Yota Tsuji. To be honest with you, I really want so badly for Yota Tsuji to win and become the new champ. I think Yota Tsuji deserves a title run. He's really done well since returning from Excursion. I mean, won the New Japan Cup, and he's done really well. He's done really well since returning from Excursion, joined LIJ, and just has been tearing it up. Been tearing it up. Yeah, I'm pulling for Yota Tsuji to become the new IWGP Global Heavyweight Champ. Yeah, I think it should be good. Should be really good. All right. Let's see. Let's go to our next match. Here we go. This was really interesting that it even came down to this. But the World Tag League winners for this year at Wrestle Kingdom are going to face off one-on-one against each other. So LIJ members Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi will battle it out at Wrestle Kingdom. Now, let's keep it real. Hiromu Takahashi has pretty much done really all there is to do in New Japan Pro Wrestling for a Super Junior, or for, the junior division. So it's definitely time for Hiromu to move up to the heavyweight division, for sure. And you know something? I am picking Hiromu Takahashi to get the big upset win over Tetsuya Naito. And I think that would be a great way to kick off his ascent to the heavyweight division. So yeah, I'm going to go Hiromu Takahashi to pick up the victory. Although, it does make me wonder, will they still get their IWGP tag title match at some point? Because they did win the World Tag League. So we'll see how that happens. Because we know there's a tag title match at Wrestle Dynasty, but just, yeah. These guys won the World Tag League, so they at least deserve one shot. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm going Hiromu over Naito. And then the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 19. I know a lot of people are not a fan of this being the main event, but it is what it is. We have the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship on the line. As the champion, Zack Sabre Jr. defends against Shota Umino. Now, to be honest, this should be an easy one. I know there's a little bit of fear of the idea of Shota Umino pulling off this upset. But honestly, I really don't think it's going to happen. I think Zack Sabre Jr. is going to hold on to this title for a good long while. So I'm confident that Zack Sabre Jr. wins and retains the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. This is the opportunity to finally give him this big win at Wrestle Kingdom as champion and really start off 2025 on a good note for Zack Sabre Jr. So, honestly, this is an easy pick for me. Got to go with Zack Sabre Jr. to retain. But yeah, that is your Wrestle Kingdom 19 card. Like I said, I like it. I'm cool with it, but at the same time, I'm going to be there live. So, I'm going to embrace it for as much as possible. So, that's all I can say there. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. I will be keeping an eye out for when they finalize the card for Wrestle Dynasty. So, yeah. And I'll definitely do a preview for that, which I will be at Wrestle Dynasty as well. So, anyway, don't forget to check out Game Beauty. And also, let me know what y'all's thoughts are with the standings of the AEW Continental Classic. Who do you think will be the 4 that advance to the playoffs? And let me know your predictions for Wrestle Kingdom 19. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed start to the week, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Later.